Wait, is that right? Yep, that's right. Alright, let's update Twitch to Final Doom. Pistol starts. Ultraviolence. Day 6. Challenge run and first playthrough added to Twitch tags. Alright, we're in good shape now. We are in good shape. Let's get it going. We're on mission 18. This is a nasty, nasty, nasty level. There's nothing good to say about this level. If you open the right door first, there's shotgun guys. We definitely need to... Okay, I need to find where the super shotgun's right here, also on the right side. Let's keep that in mind for the future. Now we need to start clearing out these guys. The red key for that. Don't want to run around with the map screen on. That's asking for trouble. There's Revenants and Barons of Hell down there. That's a terrible room to clear. But I think we have to go there first, actually. Pretty sure that's the first thing we need to do. Can't go that way. Could go down there as well. There's arachnotrons and all kinds of other stuff down there. There's a box of bullets, computer map. Haven't even been over there yet at all. Alright, so the first thing we need to plan out for this stage is to take on the... Pretty sure we need to take on those Revenants and Barons of Hell. Not fun, but need to do it. There's also an Archvile to kill. Let's go ahead and kill him first. Danger level is pretty extreme right here. If I don't get around that corner, that can one-shot me. Alright, he's dead. Now I can't resurrect all these guys if I kill them. Jesus! There's no health to pick up in the middle room. Okay. You know what? I've been not having any luck getting these Revenants and Barons of Hell to fight because I lose all my health every time I do that. I don't think it's worth trying. I think we should take these guys on separately. Something keeps shooting me through the wall over here. That's been another problem. I've died to a guy shooting me through the wall like 3 or 4 times there. That's gotta stop. I don't even have enough ammo to do this. That'd have been a homing fireball. Would have been a lot of trouble right there. Don't have any rockets. How about some more ammo? There's a chain gun guy somewhere in the wall. And I can't find him. I may have to just start this mission over and just look for him, because I don't know where he is. He can hit me, and I can't see him. I can't win this opening battle. If I can't win this opening battle, we're not going to be able to clear this level. Okay, so that plan kind of failed. Alright, back to the drawing board for this level. What can I do better? How can I improve it? Actually, there's a lot of ammo right there. Right at the beginning. I missed that last time. Alright, so that makes dealing with the Barons of Hell a little more tolerable. Still doesn't matter, though, because I have to win that fight down there at the bottom. That fight must be won. Have to win that fight. It's down there. Alright, there's that other passageway too that gets me a box of bullets. We need to go pick that up. That was over here. This is a really, this is the toughest level we've seen yet, and it's not really close. Because this opening battle with the Barons of Hell down there and the Revenants is just awful. There's nothing good about this fight down here. I hope that Revenant Fireball actually hit him. Did not, okay. He would have been going after him if that was the case. Alright, he's dead. Just can't get... I'm worried about it. Maybe I need to stop worrying about ammo and just fight. Maybe just don't think about ammo. Just attack them. So do my best to fight them best I can. Because there is more ammo back down there at the beginning. Dude, the Revenant shot you in the back. Are you not even going to care? I guess not. Alright, I'm going to go get that other ammo. It's on the right side, bottom corner. Is there anything else to pick up in here? Any kind of secret? Something that would help me? Nothing, okay. Those things turn so well. That is amazing how well those turn. I might be able to deal with them just... This weapon just does so much damage up close. You really want to be point blank for the double barrel. You don't want to fire it at range, and you don't want to draw it out with a single barrel shotgun fight either. Alright, they're all dead. I'm worried about the guy that hides in the wall. That's a huge problem. Alright, we can get access to the key now. Can I just leave these guys behind? Is there anything else to even do in here? Oh, he's firing at him. What did that open? Did that open something? Chain gun guy's right there. Where is he? There was a chain gun guy in there. It's right there. Can't see anything because I'm looking through a cage. I'm just gonna leave things as they are. We have the red key now. The red door was at the bottom. Is that part of a secret over there? Looks like it. Can I get through the wall right there? Nope. Well, it's worth a try. Alright, this was a major problem last time. You open these doors. This spawns a bunch of chain gun guys. Barrel did like 2 points of damage to me. Okay. Can I stand in this? Yes. Alright, we have to ride these up, and there's multiple enemies up here in each one of them. Made it here last time. Alright, so I'm going to explore each one of these little alcoves here. Alright, there's some ammo. They're giving me boxes of rockets, but unfortunately no rocket launcher to use. Plenty of ammo to pick up. That is outstanding. I need to stop worrying about ammo on this level. I don't think ammo is the reason I'm not completing it. The reason I'm not completing it is just because I'm losing fights that I shouldn't be losing. Alright, so there's health up there. There's more shotgun shells. I'm not going to go in there yet. We don't need to do that. I need to dodge, right? Obviously. Yep, that's the key. Absolutely dodging. It truly is. Go 10, you're not even kidding. It is truly what we need to be doing here. What's up, man? Hope you're having a great day. Let's give you a shout out. There you are. We got through F-Zero okay today. F-Zero went pretty good, but I'm stuck on this damn level in Doom. Trying not to cry from class. Is class boring today? Thanks for the GGs. F-Zero got off to a bad start, and I ended up finishing it on Expert. And then there's a harder difficulty. There's Master Mode. There's Master Mode. Now we have to do that. I hope class is going well for you today. I know you're really busy right now between class and work. Alright, no problem. We're good. That's why we have the double barrel shotgun. They will make mincemeat of these guys. Cutting it too close, man. Cutting it too close. There's just not much room to work with. I need to be way more cautious than that. I can't afford to take that much damage. There's not that much health to work with. I don't even know what all this junk does in this room. Alright, there's more Barons of Hell here. I remember that from the other day. Yep. Alright, so once again, the problem is going to be health. Are we supposed to shoot those, maybe? Shoot the switch? I don't know. No clue. How about some health? More health would be great. Alright, we got shotgun shells. That's nice. But this wall is blocking the yellow key, and that's what we need is the yellow key. Not getting it. Kinda sucks, but what can you do? Nothing there, nothing there, nothing anywhere. Alright. Let's go back. Looks like that could be a secret. I did find the computer map thing. You can't get into that from there. You can't cross, you can't duck. Look, the Doom guy can't even go under that because there's no duck button. This was before ducking and jumping was invented. Or looking up and down. You can't do that either. Alright, now we have to deal with chain gun guys, because they're here. Yep. But they can be stun locked. This is where things went awry that other time I made it this far into this level, because I just ran into this room not knowing they were going to be here. Now we know they're there, and we can take care of them. I'm just wondering what all those switches and stuff I hit did, besides opening this part up, which is obviously not the part of the level we need to be at. How were you able to hit me, dude? There's supposed to be a stun lock. Alright, I did leave health up here somewhere. And this level, man, it is brutal. There's some health there. I'm not going to pick that up yet. Where can I go yet that I haven't been? There's a big room with arachnotrons. We could go there. Like that whole combat session right there. What did it accomplish? We don't have a... These guys are still down here. There's nothing new to do there. I'm rechecking everything. There's health right there. That's great. We've already done that. There's nothing else to do down there. I'm just going to leave these guys down there for now because there's nothing else I know to do, so... Okay, I don't even remember how to get to that big open room. Was it on the other side? It was over here. This is it, yeah. We've been up here. That gave me ammo. Alright, so there's nothing else to do over there. We have to go to the big room now. Alright, I'm going to snipe at these guys here with the shotgun. Oh, good. He shot an arachnotron by accident. Alright, well, I'm not going to go over there till these guys are down. And then we'll take on arachnotrons at the bottom. Pain Elemental saw me. That's bad. There's two. I may be in all kinds of trouble now. Hey, that's where I got the ammo earlier. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh my god, he climbed out of that room. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it did. I should have cleared those Barons of Hell when I had a chance. I didn't know they could escape that room, honestly. Oh, what is that? This. Secret. Alright, he's dead. I found this last time. It didn't help me much. I don't remember it doing anything to help me. I know there's more lost souls. They're trying to fire at me from below. I don't think they have an angle to hit me, though. Actually, yeah, they do. If I move over there, they do. Alright. I go down there and fight them. I don't really want to. There's health. This level's nasty. Good dodge. Good dodge. Dude, they can see me through that? Okay. Alright, all dead. Alright, what good did that do me? Alright, if you go in there, there's an arch vial, and that's where my best attempt at this level ended, was right there with that arch vial. Is there anything to pick up over here? I'm not going in there yet. There's a way to get invulnerability on this level somewhere, and I want to get that before going in there and going toe-to-toe with an arch vial with no room to maneuver. I think what they wanted me to do was jump in the teleporter over and over to avoid him, but there was a way to get that. I want to figure out how to get to that. Alright, was there anything new? Okay, I hit a bunch of switches and stuff. Let's see if there's anything new to do in any of these rooms. And I left shotgun shells somewhere. Should have marked that down on the map. There they are right there, okay. I knew I was close to them. Alright, now we can go this way and see if anything's changed in here. How do you get to this yellow key? I've not figured that out yet. There might have been more shotgun shells I left behind up here. Yep. Alright, so we're good on ammo. Ammo is not a problem. Getting this blue key is a huge problem because I have no idea how to get it. And I found a secret teleport to get me to that invulnerability, and I want to be able to do that again. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to beat that arch vial. There's no way to beat him in there. This is a hellish level. This is an absolute hell of a level. How do you get that? There was a way to get it. I've got to find where to get that. On one attempt of this level, I figured it out. You need the blue key for everything in this level, and I don't have it. No blue key, no nothing. Can't do anything else in this room. There's gotta be a way. There's just got to be a way to do it. Is there any switch or anything up here I might have missed at the beginning? I don't know, man. If I can't figure out how to get that, I'm gonna have to deal with the damn arch vial. There's an arch vial you have to fight in point-blank quarters with nothing to work with. Hey, Scrutinizer, what's up? It's over there. Was it back there? Wait, what room was the red door? And shit, now where's the blue door? Where's the way out? Dude, that's this game. You know it as well. You know it all too well. I know you do, of all people. Hey, Rax, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a great day. Give you guys some shout-outs. Oh, man, hope this Tuesday is treating you guys well. Appreciate you dropping by. We are really struggling with this Doom level. I have not figured it out. I'm doing the best I can do here, and it's not enough. Got through F-Zero pretty well earlier. That went well, but now this level is just absolutely kicking my ass. Glad you're having a great day. That pleases me greatly. Gotta figure this level out. And you have to, just to make it this far, you have to win a lot of really hard battles. We beat all these Arachnotrons. We beat like 4 or 5 Barons of Hell so far. A lot of chain gun guys. If you go in there, it spawns the arch vial. And I'm trying to figure out how to get that invulnerability before I go in there, because that would probably be the key to winning that fight. And I see something on the map here I haven't looked at. No problem. No problem. I don't mind giving you guys shout-outs at all. I think we already hit that button. No, wait, that's not what I was looking for. There's something else in here. Oh, you can't get behind this. I hear the arch vial. Can I open that? Sometimes you have to shoot the wall or something. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna die if I go in there. It's pointless. That's where it all came crashing down last time. Maybe I need to try and go back over there. I know I'm running in circles here, but I really want to figure this out. If this was it, I think that was it. All right. That was it right there. This secret right here, that light. That was it. Now I can pick that up. Now what we're going to do is pick that up, run like hell back to the big room, and go in the teleporter and deal with the arch vial at point blank range. Here we go. Alright, I know he's here. This is where I died the other day. Alright, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I think you can avoid his flame if you keep jumping in and out of the teleporter. I could be wrong, though. I wasn't willing to try it. I hope I'm gonna win. This level's scary, and it's long, too. So when I die, we'll be right back to the beginning again. Okay, what does this do? That's how you teleport up to the blue key. Oh my god, it was... So that was not optional content. We had to win that fight. That was not optional. Look how much more of this map there is still to go. Jeez. Oh man. I'm getting nervous too, because if I die we have to do all this over again. This looks too quiet. Okay, this is as far as I've been. This is a personal best. This is a PB for this level right now. How can they be quicker on the draw than me? Alright, should I... What is going to happen here? I'm going to get teleported into... What the hell was that? They are absolute ass munches. I couldn't agree more. I heard something. A mancubus down there. There's an... See, that's why I should have shot the barrels. Okay. Alright, he's dead. Is there anything to... I don't know if you can even survive if you fall down there. Sometimes it's just a death trap. I'm not going to try it. Oh man, this game it gets me as intense and fired up as it did when I was 14 years old. Nothing has changed in all those years. That was 26 years ago and I don't feel any different. Still high anxiety and intensity from this game. I guess that'll never go away. Dude, what was that? There's stuff that can see me, but I don't see it. And they've given me 61 rockets and no rocket launcher. I don't see anything else to do in this room. I can go up there. Okay, blue armor will make a huge difference. Alright, so that's where that guy was shooting me from that I couldn't see earlier. Well, now I know. Yeah, it's a hidden wall trick. They were killing me from up there before and I couldn't figure out what was going on. But now it makes perfect sense. Now I need to we'll keep that in mind for later. Alright, there should be another blue door. And it was in that other area with those ledges I couldn't get through. Not only is this a convoluted level, it's got nasty combat. Most of the time, either the level is like somewhat convoluted or extremely like puzzly. This level's combining a bit of both here. Only changes are more and more custom WADs, and it looks better every year. That's kind of funny you bring that up, because like a lot of people are looking forward to new games that are being released. I look forward to some new games here and there as well, but I also look forward to, okay, I wonder what Mario World hacks are going to be made this year. What Doom WADs are going to be made. What Zelda 2 hacks are going to be available. That's the kind of stuff I look forward to almost more than new games. Kind of, I guess a lot of people would think that's crazy, but that's the kind of stuff I still like. Do I really want to press these buttons? What terrible things are these going to do? Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff I look forward to. Alright, another Mario hack. Alright, another Zelda 2 hack. More Doom WADs. More Super Mario 3 stuff. Just give me more of what I want. It doesn't have to be new. A lot of people these days, too, think if it's new, like if it's a new game, it's better. Even if it's not a good game, new doesn't always mean better. To me, it never has. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that more and more. Oh, great. Don't tell me I can't reach that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They're rebuilding. People that know what they're doing and are good at it are completely rebuilding old games from like the ground up, with just 100% new content. That's mind-blowing to me. That's more than I could ever ask for. Now, some are higher quality than others, of course, like that brutal Mario World hack I'm doing. That sucks. But I mean, there's plenty of good ones out there, too. That was outstanding. I'm glad I got to watch you play a lot of that. I had a really good time watching you play that. Why am I in a cage here? Oh, because if this had lowered me before, it would have been like I've been in a shooting gallery with all these guys. They would have just popped me a million times. Alright. So I still don't really know where to go. Yeah, I was more than happy to be there, man. I enjoyed it. That was an excellent Metroid hack. That was just absolutely outstanding. Let's see if that lowered the yellow key. I still can't get it. I've hit like... I'm so mentally done with this level. I don't want to see this level anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. And it's got to be this, but I can't get it. Am I supposed to shoot those? Sometimes that's what you're supposed to do. See, it's something that's not always obvious. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? That could have ended things right quick. Are there more on the other side? No. This has got to stop, man. This has got to stop. Oh my god, what's going on? Go10 has gifted a sub to Rax. Thank you so much, Go10. Jeez, so incredibly nice and generous as always, dude. So incredibly nice. Thank you, Go10. Man. I have no words. As usual, you leave me speechless. I've said it before. I've said it a million times. No one ever has to sub or donate, get bits or anything here. But I really appreciate it. But I like I said, I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. So kind always to me. Now look what you did. Now look what you did. You brought us good luck and we can pick this up. Okay, now where do you use it? Where the hell do you even use? I don't even know where to start with. I don't remember a yellow door. Well, thankfully the map does. Please let this be the end of this level. I don't want to do this level ever again the rest of my life. Looks like we have a giant room to clear coming up here. There's a... How did I get a plasma gun? Well, I'm not going to ask. You know what? I just don't trust going in that room. I just don't. Something horrifying is going to happen. I just know it. I want to go back and check this again. There's something I forgot to check. There was a weird switch down here that we never figured anything out. Yeah, I put that bird in there because it's an infamous Ninja Gaiden bird, and I had to put it in there. We did a pacifist run of Ninja Gaiden a while back, and that bird would cause more deaths in that run than anything else. So I put that bird in there. It just had to be part of the stream. And I've only played Ninja Gaiden 1. I've never even played Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. I mean 2 and 3. I'm really looking forward to playing through those at some point. Alright, so we get in there by going back over to the right. That bird drove me crazy as a kid, and I hate it even more now. I think that whole stream was me mostly griping about that bird. Alright, we need to go back up here. Alright, so, I didn't learn anything by going backwards, so this room looks like it's going to spawn all kinds of terrible crap. There's a teleport right there. Can we open this door? Oh. Is that going to do anything? No. It's too quiet in here. I'm scared to death now. Now there's multiple teleports. Is this going to hurt me? Is it going to crush me? There's like 4 teleporters in this room. Even the Doom 2 strategy guide calls teleporters a one-way express ticket to hell, and I believe that. Looks like I can get in the middle here. Oh boy, more rockets. That sure does help since we don't have a rocket launcher. This level did not provide me a rocket launcher. This goes back to the beginning. Ninja Gaiden episodes of Game Center CX were hilarious. Reno yells at the birds. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna have to go read. I'm gonna have to go look at that. Is that on YouTube? Because if so, I want to see it. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I grew up with that game. They might be their site where you can watch them subbed. Okay. I'll find it then. Ninja Gaiden was a big part of my childhood, so anything involved with that I'm gonna love. And I never finished the game as a kid. I just really liked it. Alright, let's start in this one and work our way clockwise, I guess, because I don't really know what to do. Alright, where are these guys coming from? Glad I turned the map off. They would have got me. Coming out of this little tunnel right here. Now they're coming out of the teleporter. How did I trigger this? What hellspawn have I unleashed? I'm swapping weapons. Dude, if I'd gone in that teleporter, that would have been it would have been over. Might be over anyway. Now there's Caco demons? When is this level gonna end? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Got a nice wide angle to fight with, though. Plenty of ammo. Bring them on. They're no threat with this weapon. The shotgun guys are a threat. The adrenaline junkie, absolutely. Absolutely, Rax. 100%. If I'm not torturing myself with some hard psychotic game, I'm at this point I'm doing it wrong. I'm really beat up too. There's got to be somewhere to get some health back. There was earlier in the level. Dead Doom guy right there. Actually, a bunch. Did I just trigger something else? Oh, I'm getting that. I don't care. Dude, I heard the Cyber Demon. Yep. Yep, there he is. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna start fighting. This is a cruel level, guys. Look at this level! Look at this level! Well, at least the Cyber Demon's kind of helping me out here. Not that I'm really hurting on ammo or anything, but... These guys are going to start dying, right? Shit! Really don't need to be in the line of fire. Still no rocket launcher, man. No rocket launcher. If that Cyber Demon appears in that teleporter behind me, I'm going to be in trouble. We're going to have to do that at some point, Goten. We got to do UN Squadron. I don't want to do it. After seeing you play through it, I don't want to see it. I saw Corman play through it too. We're going to have to do it. Was that crazy or what? I couldn't believe what I was seeing with that. I could not believe what I was seeing. That was insane. Why are you giving me 8 million rockets and no launcher? This is madness. Alright, I gotta take them out. Gotta take them out, man. Oh, that was close. How about dying? That'd be great. I'm trying not to use too much of any one type of ammo here. Get wrecked. Okay. Didn't even have to kill him. Never want to see that level again. Never in my life will I play Mill again. I didn't even have to fight him. Oh well, we did it the hard way. Yes, I remember. Yeah. Scrutinizer was playing UN Squadron, actually Area 88, the Japanese version. I was there for that stream. I saw that. And yes, you were wrecking it on normal. So you, Corman, and Tsunade have beaten it. And my hat's off to all three of them. And Goten cheesed it last night, but that's okay because that's an insanely hard game. At that point where you were, I would have been wanting to cheese it too. I'm giving you credit for finishing it, dude. You actually did beat the bosses regardless. And that was fun to watch either way, because how many times would you have had to like continue with those bosses? You had no lives left by the end. Dude, some of those bosses are insane. You're making me fight a Revenant right here when I'd start with the pistol? Okay, well, this will be fun. Oh, he can get in here. Ha, you idiot. Idiot. I just got really lucky, actually, right there. That'll never happen. Now, every time I die on this level, we'll have to do that fight again, and I won't get through it unscathed next time. At least 60 lives, at least. That game gives 3 continues, too. What is up with that? In my own masochistic way, I'm kind of interested to jump into it. Oh, look, that says Romero in blood. That's kind of cool right there, whoever put that on there. Good old John Romero. He's living in Ireland now, by the way. That's weird, but he said he really likes it there. I follow him on Twitter. Good old John Romero. What a legend. If it wasn't for him, there would have been no Quake, no Duke Nukem, no Halo, no Fortnite. That guy should be living the life of luxury right now, and he's just a standard middle-class guy. That guy should be worth $1 billion for the industry he started. He doesn't get enough credit for what he did. Because he started it all with Wolfenstein, and then this came out. And then other people took the idea and went with it as well. But that man should be worth $1 billion by now for what he started. He's worth it. Oh yeah, we don't mention that one, Coffee. That's right. We can't mention that one. That was a failure, and that got hyped up too. They even had in a magazine something like it said, "John Romero will make you his bitch" or something. That was actually in a PC Gamer magazine. Advertising that game. And it was kind of controversial at the time. I remember reading it, and I thought it was pretty funny, but a lot of people took offense to it for some reason. Good old Daikatana. I never actually played it. I remember hearing that it just wasn't a good game. I should try and play it at some point just to get my own judgment on it, but I know everyone said it was a bad game. There's a sequel to Area 88, but it was arcade only. Carrier Air Wing. Check it out. Okay, I might have that on MAME. I would like to look that up. What's that called? Let me write that down. Carrier Air Wing? I need to watch the Area 88 anime, too. I need to find that and watch it. Even if it's just subtitles, I'd like to watch it. My girlfriend already knew about it. I was watching one of you guys play it, and she saw it and saw the characters and was like, "Oh, that's Area 88." And I said, "What?" I said, "What's that?" And she said, "Oh, it's an old series from Japan from a long time ago." And I was like, "Oh." I had no idea. I should have guessed based on like the design of the characters and stuff, but I honestly didn't even know it was an actual series. What am I looking for in here? I thought, yeah. Well, we got a bunch of teleporters to jump into. It looks like Star Trek or something in here. Yeah, he did sabotage his legacy with that, but still, his body of work for creating this masterpiece in Wolfenstein remains. So I can't ever be too hard on him, and he gave me so much fun as a kid growing up playing these games over the modem with my buddy, who's actually not in the chat right now, but he's been hanging out on Twitch a good bit with me, and I'm thrilled about that. Three-part OVA, 1985. Yep, she knew about it. My girlfriend grew up in Japan. She only moved here when she was like 30 years old. And she's my age. She's 40 now, so she experienced all the original culture and stuff. And she'll like randomly just point out stuff to me and said, "Oh, that's so-and-so." And I'm like, huh? Yeah, Rax, we need a red shirt to jump into these transporters, because I don't want to do it. We need a sacrificial red shirt, because I'm like procrastinating here, so I don't have to go in one of them. Let's see if there's anything else to do first. Let me sweep through this area one more time. That's usually a decent idea in Doom. Looks like I'm going to have to do it. I almost went into one of the teleporters on the previous level, and that's where like 50 monsters were. So now we're just going to have to do it. Oh, he actually did like Daikatana. Okay, I want to play it just to experience it. You know, here's the one with the energy cells. That's the trap one, but I guess that's the one I'm gonna take. So this is the one in the upper right corner. Let's see what happens. I'm going in with the chain gun. Oh, am I stuck now? Does that not do anything? It's like is it gonna be like a puzzle or something? Okay, well that was kind of weird. We got 100 power cells, but no gun to fire them. All that suspense for nothing. Literally nothing. Well, that's Doom. That's Doom. That's the kind of bull crap this game pulls. Alright, I don't trust this room either. That turned the lights on. That turned the lights off. They always put specters in these dark rooms. I have to come to expect that. Turn the lights back on. There we go. Can't reach the armor because the Doom guy can't jump or climb or anything like that, so that's not going to happen. That really annoys me in levels like that, when they do that in any game where they give you plenty of ammo, but they don't actually give you the weapon that's used with it. Like the last level, we finished the level with 94 rockets, never found the rocket launcher. It was probably in the level somewhere and I just didn't see it. Alright, there doesn't appear to be anything else to do with this. I guess we're going to move on since... Maybe there's like a puzzle switch pattern or something to get that to lower. Doesn't look like anything. I'm just hitting buttons, guys. I'm not actually doing like a puzzle thing. I'm just running around hitting buttons. Alright, didn't work. Move on. Well, now there's... I hate these chain gun guys. They're the worst enemy in the game. Spectre's the laziest enemies of Doom. Yeah, let's just take a regular demon and shade it and call it a new enemy, and then stick it in a dark room and screw the player over. Great enemy design there. All right, I still have no idea where to go here. All right, this is where we need to be. And there's a lot of rooms where they spawn specters behind you from like a secret wall or something, and then they'll box you in and kill you before you even can react. That's happened a lot. Alright, so we have blue doors here. Sticking guys in trolley spots like that. Alright, knew that was going to happen. The Revenant was in a horrifyingly bad position at the beginning. I got so lucky with that. If we die again, he's gonna kill me next time. Those guys can actually two-shot you if you don't have any armor on. Alright, definitely need to use cover against them. This level's not as bad as the last one, I'll give it that. Of course, we're just kind of seeing it. I used to do that with my buddy too when we were playing deathmatch. Like if you could open, let's use this door right here as an example. Like if he was coming in this way, I'd do something like this. I'd stand just like right here or right around the corner here, and then just ambush him with a double-barrel shotgun and drop him in one shot. That led to a lot of arguments over the phone about how ethical that was, but that's the way we rolled back then. And that was perfectly legal. He just wasn't ever expecting it. And I'd be telling him, dude, you've played the single-player campaign. You know enemies do that all the time. You should really expect another player to pull it. And he wasn't very good at the game, though. But there's another friend of mine that drops in the chat here a pretty good bit that I grew up with, that I've known for 35 years. And he and I were pretty even at this game. And I'd win sometimes, and he'd win sometimes. And he was my favorite opponent to play against, because we both owned the game at home. So we were both pretty good at it. The other friend I'm talking about only played at his friend's house, so he wasn't good at it. But he'd get mad every time I beat him. I was like, dude, you don't even own this game. More than likely, you're not gonna beat me. He was like, I would beat you, but you just play really cheap. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was like, I actually know how to play the game. Cousin used to screen cheat, so I adapted to moving along while facing them all, strafing everywhere like this. If you know the level, you could get away with that. Yeah, just moving around the room like this so he wouldn't know oh my god, look what that just got us. A secret is revealed. What did I pick up? A backpack. Dude, there was a backpack right there. Oh my god. just using your little trick right there got us something ridiculously good. Oh my god, what are the odds of that? What are the literal odds of that happening? That had to be like 1,000,000 to 1. That's incredible. That'll never happen again. I'm glad that happened, because we sure won't be seeing more of that. Alright, I really want my chain gun out here. They stick those chain gun guys in the worst spots to where they'll get the drop on you before you can do anything. Is that like a TV or something sitting on a desk? Yeah, that's what it is. That's the best graphics they could come up with for a desk and a TV and a chair back in the day, but that's all you had to work with. That's pretty good for its time, because you didn't even have like inclined planes and slopes in Doom. They couldn't physically build it at the time. That's a confusing level. I don't really know where I'm going. Can't go back there. It looks like there's something on the map, but I can't reach it. Alright, that's where we picked up. Thanks to Scrutinizer's handy strafe running along the wall, that's where we found a backpack. Alright, can't say I'm a fan of this level. That was ridiculously funny. I'm not going to forget that one. Oh my god. Still nothing to do here. Yeah, I said it wasn't bad. Now we're lost. Now I don't know where to go. Somehow I opened that. Okay, so this opens that. Is that gonna crush me? No. I was about to say, if that crushes and kills me, that's gonna be idiotic looking. I guess, we still don't have a blue key because I need that to get into all this. I can't go that way. Is there any way to get up there in, like, the control room or something? Yeah, I've been up here, but you can't go... There's nowhere else to go in here. Well, so far the combat in this level has been... Oh, here's something. That's what we were missing. Yeah, that's what we were missing, alright. It took me right back to the beginning. Dude, this level's stupid. Who came up with this level? I don't like it. There's nowhere to go. We've already done that. There's nothing to do with it. You can't interact with any of these computers or tapes or whatever the hell this is. This level's like just a troll or something. What am I missing? There's nothing here. You can't go that way. You can't go down there. This is where it started with that Revenant. You can't go there. You can't go there. There's no secrets in the wall. You know things get bad when you just run around humping the wall. That's kind of what I've been reduced to here. There's just like nowhere else to go. What's wrong with wall humping? I guess nothing in this game. That's basically what that is. Nothing in there. We still don't have any key cards. There's no teleport in the middle. I'm on a remote planet. Everything wants to kill me. It might as well just have a little fun, I guess. Might as well. Can we turn on that screen? No. Shoot the TV set? God, I don't know. Oh my God. Look at that, guys. They put the yellow key card right there. That's what was missing. That's dumb. I didn't even... Look, if you're just running around the room, you almost never see that. You gotta relieve your stress somehow. Yeah, I guess Doom Guy feels better now. There's not much else to do here. Alright, there's the yellow. That's not good design. That's bad design right there. Bad form, whoever designed that level and put the yellow key in a box. Alright, now let's see what there is to... That was my fault. I should have known something like that was going to happen. That was my fault. Should have known that was too easy. That was too easy. It was just sitting there right in the open. Better than a dick in a box. I'm not going to argue with that. Am I surprised by bad level design? It's kind of weird, K4. Sometimes the level design is really good, and other times the level design is extremely convoluted and confusing and trolly, kind of like this one. The last level design was pretty good. It was a hard level, but the level design itself wasn't too bad. Here, it's just not very well... The level itself isn't very well designed. There's a lot of really good levels, but there's also a lot of levels I don't really care for at all. And that applies to Doom 1 and 2. There went most of my health. Those guys can take all your health in just a couple of seconds. But yeah, this level is not well designed. It's definitely not one of my favorites so far. It's just it's a troll for the most part so far. Oh my God! I just got screwed over by bad bullet spread. I just got totally screwed over by really bad bullet spread. That was supposed to kill that shotgun guy in one shot, and it did not. Alright, so if I die here, we know where the yellow key is at least. It's not that big of a deal. Just finding the yellow key was a problem. How about a chainsaw or something? That would be great instead of wasting ammo on these stupid things. Are you kidding me? Actually, I think I know where there's a there's a medikit. We need to go back and get it. I still don't know how to get that armor. All right. It would be so helpful to be able to have that armor. There's just no way to get it though. All that does is turn the lights on and off. That does nothing to get me the armor. You know what? Getting that armor, though, could mean the difference between finishing this level and or dying. And in a way, sometimes I'm okay with bad level design because it's almost like it artificially just raises the difficulty more and it's more crap we have to put up with. Which, when you finish it, it feels good that it's over. It makes it a little more memorable. I mean, some of the levels, like, I'll use Ghosts and Goblins as an example. Some of the level designs in the Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection that I played through were not fair whatsoever. I still hate that dragon jumping section with a passion. That's one of the worst places I've ever seen in a video game. But because it was so frustrating and I had so much trouble with it, it's not something I'm going to forget. And just like you can't agree with me, that's fine. That's completely fine. But like, let's use Battletoads for an example as well. Let's use Battletoads as another example. There is no way in hell to finish the rat race on your first try. Your chances of winning the lottery are higher than finishing the rat race in Battletoads on the first couple of tries. But once you learn what to do with it, then it's okay. There's a steep learning curve, but there's no way to do it at first. Sometimes I'm okay with bad level design. It depends on the game. If it's a fun game, it's way more tolerable. I'm going to pick these up. Probably going to aggravate a million monsters, but that's okay. Sometimes I'm okay with bad level design if it's part of a fun game. Now, if it's a bad game and bad level design, then yeah, screw it. But I can tolerate some crap in a good game. I can definitely do that. Alright, that worked really well right there. I honestly could have taken a big hit. It depends on what the game is, though. If it's a really fun game, I can put up with it. Level design in Code Vein was almost enough to make me drop the game forever. Have not played that yet, but I own it. It's going to be a definite on-off-stream game. We'll see how bad the level design is for it. Uh-oh. If it's a fun game, though, which it looks like from what I've read about it and from what I've watched some videos of it, it looks like it's going to be a fun game to play. You know what? This is not a good position to be in right here. Alright. Now it is. Oh, more guys are going to teleport in. Okay, never mind. Alright, that means we need to hold the line right here. I can handle 2, but no more than 2. This is scaring the hell out of me. I hope these are like one-way teleports. If I step on that, I don't want it to teleport me. It doesn't look like it works that way because they would be teleporting. If that was the case, now let's see if I can pick all this stuff up. Perfect. Now we got our ammo. Oh, more guys are spawning in. Hold up. You like the game, but you don't find it fun. It's purely the characters that kept me going. That's been the case in me with other games before as well. Code Vein bad. I got that recommended. It looked interesting, but I can barely play anything these days. I personally haven't tried it yet. I own it. I haven't personally played it yet. My time for playing games off stream is pretty limited, and usually I pick something that girlfriend and I can both play, and more often than not, that's a turn-based RPG. That's not technically two-player, but what we do is just hand the controller back and forth. One plays, the other watches and comments on it and suggests, like, what should we do next? Where do you want to go? What about this? That's kind of the way we play. We don't really actually play a whole lot of genuine two-player games. She's not big on, like, beat-em-ups or that type of thing. So, Code Vein might fit that bill if it's not too difficult for her to play it. She doesn't feel like she has good reflexes to play a fast-paced like action RPG like the Ease series. I played the Ease series off stream while she watched. She liked the story and all that stuff, but she couldn't handle some of the boss fights on like hard difficulty and stuff. Some of those are really tough. I'm not gonna lie there. Level design and bosses are awful. I kind of want to try it now. Kind of just to see. I can be a little bit weird when it comes to awkward design. I guess I kind of grew up with a lot of that stuff, so I mean, I can tolerate it. Terratubes in Battletoads is also one of the most unfair levels you'll ever see. You have to die to learn. Alright, so we got to deal with these guys now. I really shouldn't have opened this door. I wasn't finished exploring. We can shoot these guys down, no problem. I can't really think of a game I played lately that I just didn't like a whole lot. I'm actually really trying hard to do that as far as like a new game, not a retro game. Like a new game that I've bought within like the past 5 years. I can't really think of one that just pops into my mind that I just flat didn't like. I usually don't buy a game until I learn like a lot about it from like watching some streams of it, watching a lot of videos of it, reading a lot of opinions on it. That's kind of my thing with buying new games, which is the complete opposite of how it was back in the old days. Back then, you rented a game from Blockbuster or a mom-and-pop video store, and you rolled with that. All right, this room is clear. If you play it, use the Japanese voices. If you don't, the characters are insufferable because the English voices are just nowhere as good. Now, that's totally fair as well because I've heard of that being the case in a lot of other games as well. And I don't mind using subtitles for stuff. I really don't. Sometimes that's the better choice overall. Sometimes they don't find good voice actors. Was this like a conveyor belt, like a factory? Oh, it's the level's called shipping and respawning, so I guess so. It's like Amazon packages or something. that's all I can think of for that. All right, now let's go in here. Oh, that's a trolley spawn spot. I will play it eventually at some point. We just got to find time to do so. Like I've told you guys before, my time off stream is very, very limited. I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything I want to do. That's probably not going to change. It seems like every day I get up, I do whatever work I need to do, whether it's at the place or at my place. Eat lunch, eat dinner, all that stuff. Girlfriend and I play some games, and then by every day it seems like I turn around, it's time to go to bed again. I mean, it's frightening how fast time is passing right now for me. Alright, I think something lowered over there, and I think I saw a rocket. Oh, God, there's a pain elemental out in the open. Alright, well, we got to try and drop them before it spawns too many lost souls. Alright, dead. How did I get that rocket launcher to fall? There it is. Alright, you give me a rocket launcher, but now we have to fight mancubuses. That's okay, we got them. It looks like a good anime-based action RPG. I know K4's already played through it, but anything like that, I'm going to be interested in. Even if it's just for story content and stuff like that. Like I said, my girlfriend does not like heavy action-based games. Like, she would never play something like this. Like turn-based RPGs with a lot of story, or even an action RPG where I can play it and she can take part in the story and that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff we like to do off-stream. So that's not going to be an on-stream game, but I'll definitely give it a look off-stream at some point. We're still playing through Trails of Cold Steel 4. That's like the longest single-player RPG turn-based I've ever seen. We're 160-something hours in, and it still feels like there's a long way to go. So that's been quite a run. All right, so all that area is now clear. We're gonna advance on the red door now. Isn't that something? Alright. I should open that door from the corner. When am I going to learn? Oh, I see the Archvile. I see him. There's an Archvile over there, and he's going to resurrect all these guys. Not if I have anything to say about it. Yep, that's right. Ooh, got lucky there. Got a bit lucky. I'm training my mind to go slower. There's another level knocked out. All right, that's levels 18 and 19 done today. Like I said, I'm not going for par times. I'm not going for kills, items, secret percentages. We're just trying to get through these levels. All right, next level, central processing. Let's get our pistol start going here. Okay, they start me with a double barrel. I can get behind that. Or super shotgun, whatever you want to call it. I always call it a double barrel. Okay, we need to switch to single barrel now. Oh, I don't have it yet because I didn't pick it up. Uh-oh. Don't want to be fighting a chain gun guy with a pistol. Alright, he got stun locked pretty well, though. I hate it when bullet spread doesn't fully kill an imp. Making progress today, guys. I can't complain. We got through 18 and 19. This is 20. There's 10 more levels to go after this for this episode. So slowly but surely progress is being made. That's all I really care about, is doing something productive. It doesn't always happen on my streams because sometimes we play games that are just going to absolutely wreck me. But I like to at least learn something, make some type of progress every time I stream something. Gotta go back to that awful, brutal Mario world as well. That drives me nuts, but I hate leaving it undone. It's got bad level design, but I like Super Mario World so much I'm willing to put up with it to the end. Alright, everything's dead there. Got another computer screen here. Can I do anything with that? Nope, can't do it. Coffee, I'm going to apologize again. You've been watching that Ghost and Goblins Resurrection playthrough. I'm sorry if I get so salty a couple of times. I get really angry on that stream a couple of times. Or in that series. That game legitimately really pissed me off a couple of times. But I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. And yes, I'm going to play through it again on the next lowest difficulty, but we're going to do a no magic run. No magic spells used. And they carried me through legend difficulty, but we're going to play through night difficulty with no magic. And you know what? I still think it's going to be easier than it was on legend with using everything I could get my hands on. Legend is just psychotically hard. Gonna go to bed soon. I'll pop in here again sometime. Thanks for the good times. Dude, I really appreciate you dropping by. I really do. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you sleep well. Enjoy watching it. No need to apologize. All right. Because looking back, I cringe a little bit when I get real angry on stream. And I try not to do that. Some games just push me over the limit, though. That and Jump King, I think, have made me angrier than any other games on stream. No magic run on Ghost and Goblins Resurrection. No magic. But we're not going to play on Legend difficulty this time. We're going to play on Night difficulty. It's the one step below. And we're going to see how it goes. I think it's going to be easier. I actually think it's going to be easier. There's more checkpoints. There's less enemies. Enemies are slower. And armor can take 2 hits before you lose it. So it's almost like you've got the gold armor all the time. So I think it's going to be significantly easier, even without using any magic. We'll see. I could be completely wrong, but I'm taking a guess here and going to say it's going to be easier. But I love the Ghost and Goblins series. We've got a lot more Ghost and Goblins to go. We got the Nintendo version. We got the arcade version. And we want to do another Resurrection playthrough. And there's, I think there's one on like PlayStation Portable. I'll see if I can get that one as well. So Ghost and Goblins is going nowhere. I just like that series. Okay, I get... That's crap, spawning a guy behind me like that. And putting one rocket up there that I can't even reach. It's not a good place for a Hell Knight. Okay, we can maneuver around a little bit here to deal with them, though. And now there's another one. I'm almost tempted to just die already and start over. There's a chain gun guy at the end of the hallway. I'm hoping he'll hit this Baron of Hell. Alright, you have a great night, man. I will definitely catch you later. Thanks so much for dropping in, and have a good one till I see you next time. Whether it's on YouTube or here or wherever, you just have a good one. Did I just find another secret? I did. What's in here? A box of bullets. I'll take it. Secrets comes with strings attached in Final Doom. They don't just let you have stuff for free. Alright, I'll take it though. We're in terrible shape health-wise, but maybe there's a... You know what? I should probably backtrack. No, I can't backtrack. You can't go any further back. Or maybe you can. Well, there's health anyway. I'm gonna go up here. God! Oh, there's a revenant down there. Should be able to kill him from here, though. If he fires at me, I can just go around the corner. I don't even think you need to... This area looks optional. There's a BFG there. They just don't give you a BFG in this. Alright, I've actually got one this time. This is like the first time in this entire episode of 20 levels I think I can remember having a BFG. And we only have one shot with it right now, but that actually can be enough to turn the tide in a really, really nasty situation. So how do I get over there? Because there is health and there's plasma cells, so I would love to be able to get over there. Can you make a running jump over there? I don't know. That's so close. Oh, come on. I want it so badly. I can't reach it. What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock already. Jeez. Alright, so after this level, we'll call it a day. Nope, you can't make that. Let's try it from another angle. Nope, that was even worse. Nope, can't make that. Alright. It doesn't look to be physically possible. Nothing else I can do. Let's check all these hanging bodies on the wall. You never know. Never know. Pumping the wall didn't help. Okay. Alright, well, I'm moving on. Wait, I can't go back? What? You have to be able to go back. Did I just soft lock the game by going in here? You know what a kick in the nuts that would be if this is a soft lock. Oh, you want a BFG? Well, here you go. Well, now the level's up. Now you have to kill yourself because there's nowhere else to go. You gotta be kidding me, man. There's no escape from this room. You can't go through the lava. There's no path anywhere. What a stupid mess this is. You can't make that jump. It's not doable. If I had invulnerability, I'd try... No, I can't even do a rocket jump because I don't have any rockets anyway. You can't actually rocket jump in this game. You have to have invulnerability, and then you can blast yourself off walls, and it gives you enough like push to get into certain places. But this is over. Unless I shoot that. Uh-huh. Well, it's not a soft lock. It's a trick. That's a very rare happening in the original Doom, is where you actually have to shoot a switch or a door. That's a very rare thing. So they're actually making me do that on a couple of levels here. You can't go back to the beginning from this area. There's no way to do it. Have to... Am I stuck again? This goes back to the beginning. Alright, now there's another area opened up in this room. Like a lot of trouble over there. Alright. Alright, if it's just imps and lost souls, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, pain elementals, danger... Yeah. Alright. Don't want to spawn extra lost souls. I don't want that to happen. Alright, pretty good on ammo. I can't reach any of that stuff. If we can get to it over there. Alright, I've already been through that area. I don't think there was any... Yeah, there was a couple of... The stim pack to pick up right there. That's going to help me out. 10 points of health can be the difference between victory and defeat on these levels. Can't go that way. What is this going to be? Nothing good. Okay. Did that triggering that open anything down here? A lot of times things can just open things that you never expect. Backtracking in Doom levels is extremely important to see what's going on. This looks like another trap, but I'll just have to fall into it because I need that. Or it might not be. Sometimes you just never know. Alright, does this eye do anything? I can't interact with it. Okay. Don't need to be using chain gun on imps. Chain gun's good against other chain gun guys. Shotgun's okay against them, but if you get bad bullet spread and that you don't one-shot them, you're in trouble. Nothing. I don't know if I was supposed to... Yeah, I was probably supposed to ride that up. I'm just making sure. We found an incredible amount of secrets by just screwing around like this. Alright, I'm going to arm the chain gun and we're going to go up here. The best weapons to equip when going into a new room is usually the plasma gun or the chain gun because the rapid fire will stun lock a lot of different enemies. I really didn't want this to happen. Alright, there's a place to hide. Shit! We'll do some damage to each other. Hey, Andy, what's going on? You're in class? Well, don't get in trouble watching me. Make sure you do your class stuff. We're just doing some Doom. Hard levels, but we're working through them. Working through them. Things are going well. I hope you're having a great day, man. You're on virtual. Okay. Well, then that's good. That means you're not interrupting class time or anything. That'd be funny if you're just sitting there, instead of like following along with the class or whatever, you're just watching some Doom. Yeah. Much more educational than reading the Iliad or anything like that, right? Some dumbasses went to a party. Uh-oh. So there's like a possible COVID infection going on. Am I right? Would you rather do classes virtually or would you rather be there? I've heard like mixed opinions on both. I think some days I would have been okay with being there. One got positive. Okay, I got you. Yeah. It can be nasty. It can be nasty. I mean, I know people that were totally healthy that got COVID, and it hit them hard. Even one of my favorite baseball players, and he's healthy as can be, Freddie Freeman, he got COVID, and he's in awesome shape. And he was 104 fever, and what the... God damn it, I hate these guys! Alright, one more shot at this level. Those chain gun guys are the worst enemies. You would rather be at school. Okay. I respect that. Fighting a chain gun guy with a pistol. I brought a pistol to a chain gun fight. That's a great plan, right? Said no one ever. God, I can't believe that happened. That's the kind of crap they put you through. Now we have to play this whole level again. Oh. Kind of know what's going on with it now, though. Doesn't make it easy, though. This is Final Doom. It's supposed to be the hardest commercially released set of Doom wads that are on the market. So, I mean, I can't expect to get through a lot of these without dying. It's just not going to happen, especially when stuff like that happens. I didn't have a chance. When that fight happens next time, I'm whipping out the plasma gun. Dude, I died with 300 plasma cells. That's a shame. That could have been so much better. We'll gotta go have to pay attention. Please do. Don't get yourself behind because of me. I liked being in school when I was there. I'm not sure I would have liked the virtual thing too much. I think I would have been too easily distracted. I'd have been like, oh, but I got Final Fantasy VII going. What's going to happen to Cloud? That's more important than what's going on in literature class. That's more literature than old Puritan poetry was Final Fantasy VII. Way better literature in that game. Who cares about some 1700s poet that was writing incomprehensible garbage? Who cares? I want to know what Cloud Strife is going to do. That's how I would have been if I'd stayed at home doing virtual learning. There would have been too many distractions. Yeah, I'm using Final Fantasy VII as a reference here because I'm extremely nostalgic for that game. Sid better than Cloud? Sid was a great character. Goten, you sit down and drink your goddamn tea. You're gonna do that. I busted out laughing the first time I heard that line. I was like, good God, this guy's an asshole. What's this guy's problem? Alright, I knew that guy was there that time. Don't want to be wasting ammo. My voice is starting to go. I'm yelling too much on stream today. Between this and F-Zero, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. Gotta simmer things down here. Kate Sith. Chris, now you're trolling. I don't buy that. Kate, no one I ever knew used Kate Sith for anything. You're just trolling now. Unless you actually did use him as like one of your main party members. And if that's the case, the game was like on psychotic expert mode or something, then you need to do a playthrough where you just use Kate Sith all the time. That would make the game a lot harder. Who's the next worst character? Vincent, because his limit breaks, you can't control him. That pissed me off as a kid. I was like, wow, this dude is like really dark and cool looking. And then you use his limit breaks and you can't control him anymore. That made me really angry because I really wanted to use him as a character. But it really wasn't practical because of his limit breaks. I did not care for him. But still, you could... Oh, you can't really skip using the limit break either, I don't think. I think you have to use it when it fills up. Oh my god, there was a chainsaw back here. I never found that before. Alright. Well, that's kind of cool. There was another secret in here, too. Except I don't remember exactly where it was. I know I'm not crazy. I know I found something else in here earlier. Cait Sith is like the most forgettable character in like every Final Fantasy. I know he's one of the Turks in disguise, but as far as like his ability to help the party, he doesn't do anything. Well, he does get like crushed in the Black Temple or whatever, but he was very forgettable. I know I'm missing something here. I found it last time and I can't find it this time. There it is. Okay. I knew it was something. I don't even think this is a... I think this is required. I think you have to do this. Alright, well next time... Whether I finish the level or die, that's where we're going to call it for today, guys. And then we'll find a raid. Alright, so was that... Yeah, that... You had to do that. That's right. And this takes us up to where the BFG was. A secret is revealed? Not really. You kind of have to go this way. God, I hate these guys! I knew they were going to be there, but I was facing the wrong direction because 3 of the directions are wrong there. If you're not facing the right direction, they jump you. Cait Sith was Reeve, one of the Shinra executives. Wasn't he part of the Turks, too? I haven't played it in a while. I thought he was like the guy in charge of the Turks. Reno, Rude, and Elena. Chris, have you played the Final Fantasy VII Remake yet? I don't have a PlayStation 4, so I can't play it. But I'm really, really, really looking forward to playing that. And I've been avoiding like watching anyone else play it. Alpha Edge Zypher's been playing it, and I've been lurking in his channel, but I haven't actually wanted to play it yet. I mean, I haven't wanted to watch it because I don't want to spoil anything. It was like the whole part of the remake takes place just in Midgar. Which I really like because I like the segment at the beginning of the game in Midgar. I wanted to see more of that. Alright, now we're going to make it back over here. I keep waiting for the remake to come out on PC. Not played the remake, I don't have a PS4 or 5. Okay, yeah, same boat as me then. I love from what very little I've seen of the remake, it looks awesome. And I rarely get excited about a new game, like almost never. But that one, I would be a day one purchase. I usually wait on Steam to buy stuff when it gets on sale. But that could be on Steam for $59.99, which is probably the price they'll put it at. Maybe even $69. If they do, I'm buying it day one. Because Final Fantasy VII, I'm extremely nostalgic for. I just finished my 11th grade year of high school, and summer had rolled around, and we had a very rough end to the soccer season, and I was very depressed. Yeah, I know, first world problems and all that, I know. But things did not end well for that soccer season, and I was hoping for more. So I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to just totally get myself out of the real world for a while. And Final Fantasy VII on the PC had just released. So I bought it, and I was immediately like enthralled by it the first 20 minutes of gameplay. So that's how I spent that summer. And that allowed me to kind of chill and relax and get my mind right again after a stressful end of the school year. So that's one reason I'm extremely nostalgic for Final Fantasy VII, because it reminds me of that time. And I remember I made it up to the point in the game where I made it to Wutai, and I had to leave for quite some time to go to soccer camp in South Alabama, and I didn't really want to do that because I was still burned out. But Cloud and the party, I left the save game at Wutai, and it was like a resort-type town. And it was a really cool place, and I was at soccer camp suffering through 100% humidity and 100 degrees for 2 weeks or however long it was, and I was thinking, sure would be nice to be hanging with Cloud and the gang in Wutai instead of this hellhole I'm stuck in. But yeah, that's why I like Final Fantasy VII so much. Can I just bomb these guys with a BFG blast? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to bomb them here. You guys ready to eat a big fucking gun? Oh, you don't even see me this time. Wow. Once again, anticlimactic strikes again. You know what? I'm going to get this chain gun guy to hit this Revenant. And then he'll go fight him. Come on. How did you see me? Cheating son of a bitch. Alright, whatever, he's dead. Now we're going to get back into the point of the level where I got my ass whooped last time, and hopefully it won't happen again. But yeah, I'm waiting on the Final Fantasy VII Remake to hit Steam. It should happen at some point. Or it better happen. I really don't want to buy a PlayStation to play one game. That's really the only game that I really want this PlayStation exclusive right now. Yeah, apparently so. Last time when I made it to this room, they were ready to attack me immediately, and that one was just standing there doing a little dance on the side. That was kind of funny. Alright, I'm going into combat this time with my plasma rifle out. I'm not dying with 300 plasma cells again. That's stupid. Just kill the chain gun guy. Let's kill him. Alright, I took no damage in that fight. Okay, it's not my fault I can't hit that guy because the game has to auto-aim for you. I can't look up and down. There we go. This game did not include looking up and down. Alright, I'm going to switch to chain gun here. That guy hit me with a pretty hard shot. Alright, I gotta be real careful now, because this is where I died last time. Be great to get through this level. Alright, I'm a little bit paranoid here. They're gonna be on the other side too, yes. Alright. This is why we have a chainsaw. Alright, now we gotta put the chainsaw up, because you don't want to chainsaw these humanoids, because they will just shoot you. Chainsaw is awesome against imps and demons. This is definitely the enemies you want to be using it against. That saved us a lot of ammo. Anytime you can save a lot of ammo, you've got to take the opportunity on this difficulty. Alright, there's a shotgun guy in there. I'm just gonna... Come on, stupid bullet spread didn't kill him. But I'm not gonna get in the transporter yet. Screw that. I could get the Berserk pack now, or I could wait. I'm gonna wait till later. I'm gonna mark this on the map. Mark spot 0. I can remember where that is, though. That's in a pretty... What is this gonna be? Doesn't look good. We don't even have a yellow key yet. Alright, is it gonna be time to... I didn't get anything in that hole. Yeah, I got a red key right there. Now we gotta look for the red door. There's also that teleporter right there. I could go back to that. I usually leave teleporters to like... Alright, well, I don't think there's anywhere else to go back there. We're gonna have to go in that teleporter in that other room. I always procrastinate when it's time to get in a teleporter. Alright, we'll go into it with the plasma rifle ready. Alright, so this transporter is the only choice now. Okay. Hide around the corner. I heard there's a Baron of Hell down there. That's fine. Thanks for killing the imp. Revenants and Archviles can go fuck off. They've gotten me killed a bunch on this series here. They stick them in trolly places where you have to encounter them in really awkward situations, and they've gotten me quite a few times. I had to find an invulnerability to even get past a point with the Archvile on a previous level, because I died there before. That's really bad. That's bad. This is bad. This is horrifying. Kind of like that. They put a Revenant in a room in the dark with a chain gun guy. And that just cost me a bunch of health. What's that gonna do? Can't do anything with that. Oh, you have to actually hit it physically. Okay. Okay, we gotta just kill the chain gun guy. I can deal with everything else. Stress levels on these levels are going up because they take a long time to get through. So if you die, you're all the way back to the beginning. So anxiety is definitely a thing with these levels. Alright, it's really dark. Let me guess, there's going to be specters in here. Why would there not be? Alright, so it looks like the only place to go is through this tunnel. I guess I'll pick that up. That thing can screw you over, too. Radiation suit. We haven't had to deal with slime in them. Yep, here we go. We're going to have to go through the slime. Alright, so I'm going to equip the plasma rifle once again, because I don't know what we're going to be dealing with in there. Alright, let's do it. Anything in here? Stim pack, I'll take it. Yeah, I know we're using plasma. I can't see, it's really dark. Okay, what's in here? Can't see anything. Blue key, get it. Looks like I'm not going to have a... Can I get that stuff? I don't have time to screw around with it. Radiation suit wears off, I'm going to be in trouble. Alright. Alright, I think we're safe now. I don't know how to get that stuff, though. Well, I don't have time to screw around with it. We got to go. Alright, there's nothing in... I'm going to go ahead and get that. So we're probably not going to be back in this room. Alright, what's going to be up here? Oh, I'm going to have to go through the lava now? I didn't know that was going to be a thing. Well, it looks like the far side of the room is safe if I can make it over there. Should have kept the radiation suit. I didn't know I was still going to need this. Alright. Box of rockets with no launcher. Big shock. Okay, there's invulnerability. How is that a secret? It looks like I have to go this way. Alright, well, if we're going to pick the chainsaw up, then I'm going to just... Another secret? That's not a secret. This is just a regular old tunnel. Alright, well, we need to see what's up ahead before I get the invulnerability. I need to know what I'm up against. Now we're gonna go get it. Alright, now we're getting it. And I'll take the chainsaw into battle with it. Now, oh, look, I can actually see now. Oh, what's going on? Jax is raiding with a party of 7. Jax, thank you so much, man. We're playing some Doom. We have Final Doom going on. Welcome in, everybody. Let's give Jax a quick shout out. Jax, thanks so much for the raid, man. How you doing today? You still playing Chester Cheetah? That game looked a little bit frustrating. It looked better than Lethal Weapon. We'll give it credit for that, though. Retro Rex. IP. What's up, guys? Just beat Batman Return of the Joker NES. Now, that's a good game. That is a good game. You beat Chester yesterday. Nice job. You're knocking them out. You are knocking out games. My invulnerability is going to run out, and we're going to be fighting all this now. Oh, boy. We're just playing some Doom here. This is Final Doom. This is the last Doom series that was released commercially, and it's tough. It's a good time, though. I'm enjoying it. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome in. For you guys that don't know me, I'm LittleMIXER. I mostly stream retro games or anything difficult. Basically, I can get my hands on. I've grown up playing hard games, so kind of kept that theme going. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So Chester Cheetah wasn't that bad, Jax. If you beat it in like 1 or 2 days, that's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse, I take it. That Lethal Weapon game, dude, that was awful. That was horrendous. Big time, great job on finishing that. Most people wouldn't have put up with that game. That is not good right there. Alright, you don't want to be fighting these guys at long range. Alright, I'm going to have to just dive in the slime and take them out. There's even more bad stuff in there, okay. No radiation suit. Got Lethal Weapon NES. Is it made by Ocean? Ocean's like worse than LJN for making stupid games. It really is. It actually is. I may need the BFG for this. I think that's a good call. I think I may really need it here. Alright, it got the Revenant and it got the Mancubus. I don't think I could ask for more than that. Now we'll mop up with the Plasma. It's made by Ocean? Oh my god. Well, you know, like we say, Jax, it's kind of fun playing bad games because a lot of people aren't going to play them, and it's kind of fun to see how they turn out. What's this going to be? Archvile? Oh, I was ready to toast an Archvile with the BFG right there. I was ready. So where am I supposed to go now? That was totally worth getting, though. IPmers, thank you for following, man. If I said your name wrong or anything, just let me know. I appreciate the follow, dude. Thank you very much. So you're going to be playing another Ocean game, Jax. That's going to be brutal. But you can do it. You've beaten some ridiculous stuff so far. And I like how you stick with stuff. You beat Kid Chameleon on Genesis. That's nasty as hell. Did that guy just jump in a teleporter? You gotta be kidding. I had him sized up perfectly. Okay, so there's something going on with teleporting right there that I can't see. And I'm kind of scared to do anything with it. That game is insane. You were doing a really good job with it, but it was so trolly. It's a fun game. I played it when I was a kid. I didn't get very far. But It's kind of insane the way that game works. I'm gonna get in the teleporter. No, I'm not. All right. 7-day grind. Yeah. I'm gonna be playing it at some point. I can't say I'm actually looking forward to it though. It's one of the harder games on Sega Genesis. I can't really. It's kind of hard to name any that are really worse. All right. So we're back here. I didn't get the invulnerability. That kind of sucks, but we probably won't need it. I am so good on ammo right now. 103 stages. Dude, major props on finishing that. Like I said, most people aren't going to want to put up with that game. You don't play them all? I don't remember how the level progression works exactly in that. You can, is there like different paths and stuff? I saw you play it a little bit while I was lurking from work. I wasn't able to see as much of that game. I saw a pretty good bit of Lethal Weapon though, and that was not a good game. That's bullshit putting those guys over there. What can I do with this? Rock? Nope, not rockets. I'm gonna chain gun them. We need hit scan weapons to interrupt those guys. Oh, there's a crossfire of like 20 imps or something here, yeah. This is a hell of a level, guys. This is a hell of a level. One of those games where you're not sure how far you are, just go left. Yep. A lot of, you know, it's funny growing up with games like that because you didn't know how far along you were. You didn't know. You had no idea. Unless you like read about it in a magazine or something, you had no clue how far along you were in any game. The first time I played the original Super Mario Brothers, I wasn't sure that World 8 was going to be the last level. It just happened to end up that way. And instead of your princess is in another castle, Princess Peach was actually there. Or as they called her back in the day, Princess Toadstool. I don't know where they came up with that. That must have been just another one of those pointless changes they made, but it was kind of fun in a way not knowing how long a game was back in the day. Is that water or is that actually going to hurt me? Kind of hard to tell. There's nowhere else to go in there. Looks like we need to be on the other side. How do you get over there? Alright, so this is the only entrance into this room. So there's got to be something to do here. Kick ass and take names. Mix, Proto, what is going on, man? Let's give Proto a shout out. Another excellent streamer. He's been playing Ghouls and Ghosts on Sega Genesis. 1cc attempts in a Ghouls and Ghosts game. You guys got to check that out if you haven't. Proto, unfortunately, I've had to work a lot in the evenings, and I've missed a lot of your streams. I've been lurking, but I haven't been able to actually take part, and I apologize for that, because I miss following along with those incredibly difficult runs. But, dude, your progress has been awesome. I know yesterday was trolly. You ended up getting knocked into bad weapons and stuff. I did see that. Koopa was Bowser, Peach was Toadstool. Yep, and the good old Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Do the Mario, right, Jax? Swing your arms from side to side. Take one step, and then again. Come on, let's go. I'll do the Mario, right? Isn't that how it went? I liked the show. It was corny as hell, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. Never a problem. Always great to have you hanging around. Always a pleasure to be there, man. I love your persistence with that game. There's not many people that would try and 1cc a Ghost and Goblins game. There's not many people that would dare try it, so that is extremely awesome. So if you guys don't know about Proto stream, that's not good. That's bad. They just had to put an arch vial there. Well, we had the plasma rifle ready. I took some damage there. But I had maximum armor, so he wasn't able to do too much to me. That was really trolly. If I hadn't been looking around and seen him before I switched weapons, I would have died right there. Oh, crap, that's right. Jack's switched names. That's right, I need to update that. Let me write a note down for that. That's right, you switched over to Captain Jack's versus Games now. My bad. Sorry about that. Yep, that's still going to Jackson 5s. That's right. My bad. I will have that corrected next time. Thanks for pointing that out. Anytime you guys see something wrong that I can fix, please tell me. You will not offend me at all. I want to make sure I get it right. For stuff like that can... Yeah, the Archvile, you know what? He kind of doomed himself there, K4, because they don't always attack at the same intervals. Their attack pattern is a little bit RNG-based. So if he had used that flame spell on me like a second or two earlier, he would have been hitting me with it before I saw him, and he probably would have had time to get a second one off before I could switch to plasma, and I probably would have died right there. So the fact that we're still alive at this point is just sheer dumb luck. And I'm honestly shocked it happened that way, because he was just running along right there and wasn't even attacking me. That's very rare. I'm not complaining, though. I'm very happy it happened that way. Because I really don't want to play this level again. It's really long. Dude, there's a Revenant up there. There's a Revenant way up there firing homing fireballs at me. I don't even know if I can hit him from here. Doom is going good. Doom is going really good. We're at level 20 out of 30 on Final Doom. We start every level with the with just the pistol and ultraviolence difficulty and work from there. It's been a real challenge. Some levels have been harder than others, and sometimes it hasn't been too bad. Other times it's been really nasty. I think my rockets got the Revenant. They did get them, okay. That was also a lucky shot right there. I think those are actually fireballs. When you get killed by one of those, it actually says fireball in the actual chat log. They look like missiles, but I think they're actually fireballs. I know that's weird thing because as a kid, I always thought he had like a rocket launcher, but the chat log actually calls it fireballs. Yeah, we're doing a no weapon carryover run. We finish a level, we move on with, there's imps and other crap way up there, alright. But yeah, we finish a level, we start it back with just the pistol and roll from there and do the best we can. It's been, like I said, it's been really brutal sometimes. Alright, so there's rockets there. I can get these guys with a big, oh no, there's a pain elemental in the middle of this. Get that dead now, okay. It's hard to see what those things look like. It kind of looks like a cross between a fireball and a missile. But the strategy guide calls them, says the Revenant has like a rocket launcher mounted on top of him. But the game, when you die to it, it says was hit by a fireball or whatever. So I don't know what they are. They do a lot of damage though. They can almost one-shot you when you're at full health. All right, how did I get credit for picking that up? What? I really don't want to get in that teleporter. We'll use that as a last resort. But this has been a really fun playthrough. I've never played Final Doom before. I grew up with Doom 1 and Doom 2, and I never owned Final Doom as a kid. I saw it for sale and I always wanted to get it, but I either never had enough money for it. I didn't even have a real job till I was out of college. I spent most of my time doing schoolwork for a long time, so me getting a new game when I was younger was fairly rare. And when I did, it was usually buying one extremely cheap from Blockbuster or something like that when they put them on sale. Those chain gun guys are in the worst possible spots. They can hit me from this far away, but I cannot hit them. I don't care about the arachnotron. I'm only concerned about those chain gun guys. I'll have to use the wall for cover. I can't do any... Oh, Jesus. Alright. I'm being shot at from behind, too. I can't help that right now. We have more pressing matters. I'm in trouble. Okay. What are the odds of that hitting me from across the map? Come on. Yeah, I'm always a little loath to use the BFG, but we have so much ammo now, I could definitely start using it a little bit here. And its wide radius might knock out a couple of those chain gun guys up there. Let's see if I can do that. Alright, well, it got one of them. If it gets anything up there, I'm happy with it. Alright, now I can shoot the chain gun guy from there. The radius of the BFG is really weird. It's not very consistent from what I've ever seen. Now, that's one weapon me and my buddy that played Doom against each other. We did outlaw using the BFG against each other because neither of us liked it. We thought it was a really cheap weapon. But against monsters, it's fine. But when we were playing PvP against each other, we made a pact to not use the BFG against each other. We always just went with every other weapon in the game except those. No BFG play. Alright, everything's clear here. I'm going to have to get in this. Alright, and it just goes right back to here. What is the purpose of this room? I haven't found anything positive about this room yet. Do I need to be over there? How do you get over there? Yeah, I know they're firing at me. Nope, I can't hit them from here. I don't know where to go here. Do not know where to go. I guess we're gonna have to... I don't know what good backtracking to do at this point. Dude, I don't know, man. Oh, I thought I'd already been in that. I guess not. Alright, well, we can get this. Proto, thanks for the host, man. Appreciate it very much. I need to update that old graphics and stuff. I'm still using old notifications from like over a year ago. Gotta update those. Go10 also, thanks for the host. Appreciate it a lot, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I slipped off the ledge. I think maybe what I needed was up there and I just fell off. Oh. Spawning in chain gun guys with an arch vial. This game absolutely hates me. There's an arch... Okay. You want to play around? Is that not even killing him? Oh, now there's a spider mastermind. This level just getting more and more insane by the second. It's hard to tell what you're hitting with the BFG. You can one-shot an arch vial with them. I've done it a million times, but right there it just didn't happen. I hit him, it took 3. The graphics with the BFG, it's hard to see anything. It's a good weapon, but it's not very visually accurate as to what you're doing with it. Honestly shocked I'm still alive at this point on this level. Alright, so we have a, we gotta deal with the spider mastermind. Yeah, I like that notification right there for hosting and raiding, but it shows Team Fortress on the screen, which I'm really not playing right now. So I would like to switch that to like Mario or something, or Doom, or anything, basically. I could go in there and do the graphical editing for it, no problem. It just takes time to do that kind of stuff, and I just need more time off stream. Let's throw some rockets at this guy. Rockets are a good choice in a situation like this because a lot of times rockets are not very usable in just like standard combat. So anytime we have an opportunity to use rockets, we should probably use them. Alright, we're out of rockets, and that did the job. We got them. Alright, pick up some extra ammo. I still don't even know where to go on this level. It's just a big open mess. Alright, we're back at this place again. Alright, I went into this last time. I dropped down too far too quickly. Right here. Okay, there's more rockets, there's more ammo. Okay, that's all well and good and everything, but where am I supposed to be going? I've been everywhere here. Okay, what if we just keep running along this path? You can't keep running along this path. Dude, I don't know where to go, man. It's like there's... That's a box of bullets that we don't need. There's nowhere else to go in the water. At least not that I've seen. We got lucky killing that archvile. He could have resurrected all that crap over there, and then we would have been in all kinds of trouble. And then I would have been starved for ammo. Alright, this puts me back here. I just don't know how to get to the other side unless they want me to run and jump off the top of this, but I don't think there's enough room to do that. Maybe you can make that jump. I don't know. No, there's no way. Oh, here's something. And this is different. This is new. Dude, you have to find secrets to get through these levels? That's crazy. Alright, well, I've not been on this side yet, so this is something new. This goes back to closer to where I was. Alright, there's ammo to pick up. We don't need that. I heard an arachnotron see me, but I don't see it. It's probably... Alright, this is not... There it is down there. Okay. Alright, dead. We'll keep going this way. Now lower that. We haven't been on this side yet. Okay, here's how you get to the top here. Alright, didn't mean to slip off, that's fine. We've got plenty of bullets. I'm going to use some here. Alright, they're all dead. I admit this level's not been that fun. It's just a lot of running around. And is there nothing else to do up here? How about some progress on this level? There's nothing up here except ammo and guys to kill. I don't know, man. This is getting frustrating, not knowing where to go. Looks like there's something down here at the end of this long tunnel here, but it doesn't make any sense. Can I shoot that? Can I lower this? That doesn't do anything. How do you get to that middle area? I think I've already been in there. I haven't been up here yet. It doesn't really help though. It's more ammo. I'm all the way back here now. Are you kidding me? Alright, I just like teleported through a bunch of stuff, but that still doesn't help me. It still doesn't show me where I need to be. Okay, what about where that arachnotron was? What about that? I'm sorry, guys. This is a very confusing level. I'm just taking wild guesses on where to be here. None of this level makes sense. We've already been up there. I was looking for a way to drop back down, actually. Almost 4 o'clock. Good God, I gotta go. Well, it says I killed 296 out of 302 monsters and found 7 out of 7 secrets. This level's just about over if we can just figure out where this last part to go is. I don't think it's in that teleporter. How do I get back to the bottom? That's all I want to do right now is get to the bottom. Will this put me at the bottom? No, that was not it. Alright, that's that same teleporter. That's fine. All this work and I can't figure out how to get back to the... I'm like stuck up here. There's no way to get back down. Well, this level has been my least favorite so far because of this. Give me more combat and stuff like that. Don't give me find one tiny switch or something in a very awkwardly huge level. This is kind of what the game Hexen does, if you guys have ever played that. It's based on the Doom engine as well, except it's got a lot of backtracking, and it's really difficult sometimes to know where you're supposed to be. Gotta play a Doom game at some point. I never have. They are really fun, Jacks, but start with Doom 1, and then work through that, and then work through Doom 2 and those. This is very high-end Doom right here. This is for people that have already played a lot of the originals. This is definitely not one to start with right here. Okay, I'm going to try and, like, jump over the wall right there. I don't see any other way to get out of here. It did not let me jump over the wall. I'm trapped. I'm just completely trapped. There's nothing up here. I'm just completely trapped here. Now, most level design is better than this one. This is just not good level design because all it's doing is just trapping me in the same spot over and over with no way to get out of it. Sorry guys, this was a productive playthrough until this level hit. Is there something I can do with this? Apparently not. It's like a planetarium. Yeah, they have, these are definitely 90s type graphics that they did for those. There's no way to get out of here. They won't let me out of here because I'm standing on a teleport pad on every teleport. I'm trapped. This feels like it's the end of the road. There is not one thing I can do at this point. I am completely trapped. Now, and sometimes I can put up with bad level design. This is not one of those times. But there's nothing I can do here. How do I escape here? There's got to be a way. They can't just soft lock you like this. This is a soft lock. What am I missing? I've missed something somewhere at some point. Can I shoot that, like, eye place from up here? I don't know, man. Can't do anything up there. There's nothing to do. Well, this is pretty much the end of the run today if I can't get this figured out. I don't want to come back and do this level again. I want to finish. Get it over with. Don't do it anymore. Nothing I can shoot. This teleporter goes to the same place over and over. It doesn't help me. This is awful level design, guys. This is awful. There's nothing positive to say about this level. It was a pretty fun level up until this point. Now it's just over. Oh, so I was supposed to hit that wall. Oh. That's awful. That's really awful. That's really awful right there. Hey, Coyote, didn't expect to see you stream today. This is nice. Yeah, Coyote, I'm trying to get into streaming pretty much every day except Monday and Wednesday now. I'm trying to get into that. And you know what? That didn't help me. That did not even help me. Dude, what can I do on this level? It's just a mess. It is just a bloody mess here. There's nowhere to go. I've been there. I've been everywhere. Let me give you a shout out, Coyote. Thank you so much for coming in. You've come at an interesting time. I am completely stuck. I am stuck and have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. So, we're kind of stuck here. We're doing our best, but I don't know what to do. Everything leads me to the same places over and over and over, and there's nothing to be gained from it. I've been through these places a million times now. It's how Hell Defeats Doom Guy, mazes. Yeah, there's one area I know I need to try and get to. I know that much. There's a place that looks like a teleporter where I shot that arachnotron. That's what I'm actually trying to get to. But I have no clue how to get to it. I was going to try and jump over to this walkway over there on the left, but I can't reach it. Okay, maybe I can reach it from here. Let's try it. It won't let me jump over this barricade, so that's out. It's out of the question. This is giving me a headache. Where can I go that I haven't been? I've been everywhere. I need to be on the other side of this wall right here to finish the level. This bottom right square, that's what I want to be at. That's where I need to be. And there's no way to get to that. There's absolutely no way to get to that. Yes, I've got Duke Nukem 3D as well, Jax. I'm looking forward to playing it, and hopefully it'll be a little less mazy than this, though there is some mazy levels. My first thought was, let's just stay on this, but you can't stay on that. How do you get to this other side here? I've never been to the other side. And it doesn't look like there's a way to jump over there. Because you get walled in. I'm sorry, guys. This is the worst Doom level I've ever seen. I can't go that way. That teleports me back out. That's pointless. That doesn't do anything. Oh, I don't want to look this up on the internet, but I might have to do it. I might just have to do it because There's nothing to do up here. I've been up here a million times. I'm close to being where I need to be. I just can't get over there. Thank you so much for the 25 bits, Coyote. I really appreciate it. I wish I was doing great. I wish. Oh my God. Go10, thanks for the 100 bits, guys. I really appreciate it. I don't deserve any bits right now as stupidly as I'm playing because there's nowhere to go. The game won't let me do anything I want to do here. If I have to look it up on the internet, I will. But I hate it's basically like giving up at this point. If you have to look at a guide for something, you're giving up. And that doesn't sit well with me, but at this point, I'm wasting you guys' time because I don't know what to do with this. Is there multiple ways to jump down? Is that the problem here? No, there's one way to jump down from here. I wish I could rocket jump. If that was the case, I could pop right over the wall. It's just everywhere I go, I'm boxed in. How do you get to that pathway on the right side? Is there a way to get to that path? This puts me back at the beginning. This is at the beginning. Where does this put me? This puts me back up here. This is also not a good place to be. I like mazes and puzzles and stuff. This is crazy. Jax, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I can't believe you guys are actually putting up with this. Oh my God. I'm just in complete misery here because I don't know what to do. Nothing, I'm not being given a choice here on what to do. I can't jump over there. It won't let me jump over this like vine-covered fence. I thought maybe I could do that, but there's... Hold up. Yeah, that fence is just gonna block me. It's just gonna block me. Nope, you can't do that. What can you do? I missed a gap in the fence where the large platform was. Okay, let's go back to that. Alright, so that would be... Can't go that way. Okay, bear with me here, and we'll get back to it. Just bear with me here for a second. I'm not going to be happy if it's one little gap in a fence that all looks the same that got missed. Alright, we're going to go back to where that large platform is, and that you get there by going over here. Alright. We're on the large platform. There's a one... I'm going the wrong way. I thought this was the large platform. If it wasn't, I apologize. Sorry, I'm very, very, very frustrated with this level. Not the island, okay. Okay, so I can go back up there, or I can go this way. If I get in that, it's going to take me to the island. The one that raised up at the end of a long path, okay. Alright, so... where is a little gap in the fence? If that's what's holding this whole thing back, I'm not going to be pleased with it. I would rather be fighting 50 revenants right now in the open with a pistol than trying to do this part. I would be. Alright, this is where I'm trying to get to. I killed that arachnotron down there. That's where I wanted to be originally. So where's the gap in the fence? $100,000 revenants, bring them on. Anything but to relieve this. We're looking at the fence. We're staring at a vine-covered fence. We're looking for anything remotely helpful here. I'll take it, man. Do I need to be back up here? What have I missed? What have I... Okay, I'm back up here. This is really pissing me off. Son of a goddamn bitch. I'm going to be hearing this music in my nightmares tonight. Look at the par time, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Fuck you. Oh, look, I beat an hour by 13 seconds. Whoever made that level, fuck you. Thank you for seeing that, K4. Thank you. I appreciate it. Administration Center. It couldn't be... Oh, wait, we got more story. Hold up. The vista opening ahead looks real damn familiar. Smells familiar too, like fried excrement. You didn't like this place, but that level was fried excrement. You didn't like this place before, and you sure as hell ain't planning to like it now. This thing's reading my mind. The more you brood on it, the madder you get. Can you believe how the game knows? Hefting your gun, an evil grin trickles onto your face. Time to take some names. Time to rage quit. I've had enough. Alright, well this is the level we're going to play next time. Now I have to pick all this crap up I threw on the floor. Alright. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, guys. Alright. Despite all the stupidity that just happened with that and not finding a tiny fence hole or whatever, we're gonna call it a day. 4 hours, that's too long of a stream, but that's okay. We got it done. Thanks to K4 looking it up. I appreciate it. Good God, I never want to see that fence again or hear that music again. That was god awful. This is a level we're going to pick up with next time we play. This is map 21. Hopefully it'll be better than map 20. I'm not going to promise anything, because at this point, who the hell knows? Okay, so let's find someone to raid. Let's do that real quick, and then I'll be off, and then I'll be back to work. Who's doing what today? Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I'm sorry it took so long to figure that stupid part out right there. Who's doing what? Let's find someone to raid. Who's doing what? That was awful level design. That's the worst level of Doom we've seen yet. And I'm not even kidding. That was just absolutely ridiculous. Ugh. Well, that's the end of that level. Hopefully more will be better in the future. Appreciate it, Jax. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. Thank you, Foggy Scuff and Coffee Processor, for the follows. Thank you, Goten, for gifting a sub to Raxine. Thank you, Jax, for the raid. Thank you, guys, for the hosts. For some reason, hosts aren't showing up in Twitch activity feed. Need to see if I can fix that. IPmers, thank you for the follow. Coyote, thanks for 25 bits. Goten, thanks for 100 bits. And thanks, Jax, for 100 bits. So, guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out and tolerating that extremely stupid level. Did well on combat today. Did well on F-Zero. We completed F-Zero Expert Mode King League. Got that done. Also got Master Mode F-Zero Night League done. So there was progress today despite ending on a poor note with that awful level. So I can't be too pissy about it. Things got done. So I'm going to send you guys over to Chinese Hulk. Chulk, as he's known. He's playing Zelda Majora's Mask. It looks really weird. I've never played Zelda Majora's Mask before, but it looks kind of weird. I've heard mixed results on this game. But let's raid him. He's a good dude. All right. So once again, thank you guys very much for hanging out. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, K4, also, for finding how to end that god-awful level. So, let's get this raid going, and I will see you guys later. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I don't have time to stream on Monday and Wednesday, but the plan from here on out is to try and find time to stream on every other day besides Monday and Wednesday. That's going to be my attempt going forward. And that's based on a lot of times whether how much work I have to do at home and that type of stuff. But that seems like a pretty good plan for right now, and I'm going to try and stick with it. So, I will catch... Let's first off, let me get his name right here for the raid. Might help if I did that. This is Zelda's Majora's Mask. It's really weird. Alright, so let's send you guys over to him. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time.
What do you mean you don't have any fish for me? Oh, hold on. Scoopity bop, beepity bop. Ribbity bop, beepity boop. Yo, what's up, Mixer, dude? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for your raid. How goes it? Yo, what's up, Jax? Welcome in, dude. Welcome, all raiders. How would you? Oh, wait, Mixer says something. Just in case you know you can get caught up in ads and all that shite. Yo, what's up, Mixer? How you doing, dude? Thank you so much for the raid. And yeah, welcome all raiders. Everyone, if you don't know who Mixer is, what are you doing? I raided him, was it last week or a few weeks ago? But what a nice dude. Show some love. Go give him a follow. Go check him out. Really super friendly dude. So you'll love it over there. Trust me. And you get salt as well.